The most powerful man in the world lives in a house that looks calm, elegant, and almost welcoming from the outside. Tourists gather near the gates, take photos, smile, and move on. But what many people don't realize is that behind those famous white walls stands one of the most protected buildings on Earth. This is not just a home. This is where wars are discussed, secrets are guarded, and decisions are made that can shake the entire planet. The White House is more than a symbol of America. It is the center of power, and because of that, it has always been a target. From spies to armed attackers, from drones to cyber threats, danger can come from any direction, and that means security here cannot fail even once. What nobody expected was just how advanced and intense that protection really is. Hidden systems, silent defenses, elite agents, and technology most people never even hear about all work together every second of every day. Today, we're going inside the world of White House security to uncover the most amazing protection features surrounding America's most famous home. Some of these defenses are visible, most are not, and a few might shock you. So stay with me, because once you hear what protects this building, you may never look at the White House the same way again. The White House has stood in Washington, D.C. for more than 200 years. It has seen presidents rise and fall, wars begin and end, protests gather outside its gates, and history made inside its rooms. But while the building became more famous over time, the threats around it also became more dangerous. In the early years, security was nothing like today. People could walk much closer to the building. In some eras, citizens could even meet the president with far less restriction than modern times. But as the world changed, so did the risks. Presidents became targets for assassinations, global conflicts increased, terror groups emerged, technology gave attackers new ways to strike. Suddenly, guarding one house meant preparing for dangers from land, sky, and even digital networks. After major world events, especially during wars and after national tragedies, White House security became stronger and smarter. Layers of protection were added slowly, then rapidly. Fences were reinforced, surveillance expanded, response teams were upgraded, underground systems were modernized. But here's the twist. White House security is not just about stopping someone at the gate, it's about predicting threats before they happen. It's about noticing one suspicious movement in the crowd, one unknown signal in the air, one unusual vehicle nearby. Every inch around the White House matters. Every entrance is monitored. Every visitor is checked. Every delivery is inspected. Even people who work there move through controlled systems designed to remove risk. And while millions of people recognize the building instantly, very few truly understand what it takes to protect it. Because behind the beauty of the White House is a fortress disguised as a home. One of the most famous security features is the bullet-resistant glass. The White House has many windows, and while they appear ordinary, they are anything but normal. These windows are designed to resist heavy impact and attacks. That means even if someone tries to fire from a distance, breaking through is far more difficult than most people imagine. This became a serious topic after past incidents where shots were fired toward the White House. Those moments proved one painful truth: even iconic places are vulnerable. Since then, window protection and structural defenses have become even stronger. Then there is the fence. To tourists, it may look like a large metal boundary, but in reality, it is one of the smartest fences in the world. It is tall, reinforced, and built to slow down any intruder long enough for agents to react. What nobody expected was that the fence itself can help detect danger. Pressure changes, movement patterns, climbing attempts, and unusual contact can trigger rapid responses. It is not just a barrier, it is an alarm system standing in plain sight. And if someone somehow crosses it, that is only the beginning of their problem. Within seconds, Secret Service officers can surround the area. Specialized teams train constantly for this exact scenario. Their reaction time is measured in moments, not minutes. Then comes aerial defense.
Many years ago, airspace around the White House became one of the most restricted zones in America. Aircraft cannot casually fly over it. Unauthorized planes, helicopters, or drones can trigger immediate action. This is where the unseen systems matter most. Radar, tracking tools, communication networks, and emergency defense plans monitor the sky around Washington constantly. If something suspicious enters protected airspace, authorities know quickly. But here's the twist. Modern threats are not always large aircraft. Sometimes they are tiny drones. A small drone can carry cameras, devices, or worse. That is why anti-drone technology has become a major part of White House security. Systems can detect, track, jam, or disable hostile drones before they become serious threats. Imagine trying to sneak a machine through the sky, only to be stopped before reaching the lawn. That level of protection is now essential. Then there are the snipers. Highly trained marksmen are often positioned strategically during heightened security periods or important events. They remain watchful, patient, and nearly invisible to the public eye. Their job is not to create fear. Their job is to end threats before innocent lives are at risk. Every rooftop angle, every open line of sight, every possible risk point is studied carefully. And that brings us to another powerful feature: layered human security. The White House is protected more than guards at doors. It involves uniformed officers, Secret Service agents, intelligence teams, technical experts, bomb specialists, canine units, and emergency responders. Each group has a role. Each role matters. If a suspicious package appears, one team handles it. If a perimeter breach happens, another moves instantly. If intelligence suggests a risk days in advance, plans change before the public notices anything. That coordination is what makes the system so effective. Then there are the dogs. Highly trained security dogs are used because their senses can outperform machines in many situations. They can detect explosives, track people, identify hidden threats, and move faster than most suspects can react. These dogs are not ordinary pets. They train for discipline, focus, and high-pressure scenarios. In moments of danger, they can become one of the fastest response tools available. Now, let's talk about what lies below the White House. For decades, rumors and reports have suggested secure bunkers, emergency shelters, hardened rooms, and underground command areas. Some details remain classified, and for obvious reasons, but it is widely understood that continuity plans exist for national emergencies. That means if a crisis strikes suddenly, leaders can move quickly into secure locations designed to protect them while government operations continue. What nobody expected was how important these hidden spaces became during moments of national tension. Security is not only about stopping attackers, it's also about ensuring leadership survives chaos.
Then comes food security. Yes, even meals can be part of protection planning. Food entering the White House goes through careful procedures. Supply chains, kitchen controls, staff vetting, and handling standards all reduce risk. History has shown that powerful leaders have always had to worry about poisoning attempts or contamination. Modern systems are far more advanced, but the principle remains the same. Even dinner can be a security matter. And if that sounds extreme, remember where this is happening. This is the White House. Then there is cybersecurity, one of the most serious modern battles. Years ago, threats came with weapons and explosives. Today, they also come through keyboards. Hackers, foreign intelligence groups, and cybercriminals may try to target communications, infrastructure, or sensitive data. That means White House defense now includes encrypted systems, monitoring teams, digital threat hunters, and rapid response specialists working around the clock. Some attacks may never be seen publicly because they are stopped quietly, but they happen and they matter. During major events, security rises to another level entirely. When presidents host foreign leaders, when global summits happen, or when national celebrations bring crowds to Washington, the area transforms. Roads close, barricades appear, rooftops are staffed, air restrictions tighten, emergency teams stand by. To some people, it may feel excessive, But what nobody expected was how many risks increase when one place gathers world leaders, cameras, protesters, and huge crowds all at once. Those events require planning months in advance. Every route is studied, every building nearby is reviewed, every movement is timed. That kind of preparation can look invisible when done well. The emotional side of all this is rarely discussed. Imagine living in a house where every visitor is screened, where every walk outside is planned, where strangers constantly watch from beyond the fence, where danger is not theoretical but part of daily reality. For presidents, spouses, and children, the White House is historic and beautiful, but it can also be isolating. Children growing up there do not experience a normal childhood. Privacy is limited. Spontaneous moments are rare. Security decisions shape ordinary life. Even simple things many families take for granted can become complex operations. A short trip, a birthday gathering, a late-night craving, a walk outside. Everything changes when you live inside the most protected home in America. And for the agents protecting it, pressure never stops. One mistake could become world news. One missed signal could become a tragedy. That responsibility follows them every shift. Yet most of their best work is never noticed because success in security often means nothing happened at all. No attack, no breach, no crisis, just another safe day. And that may be the greatest achievement of all. The White House may look like a graceful old mansion, but behind that image stands a machine of protection built through generations of lessons, threats, and sacrifice. Bullet-resistant windows, smart fencing, air defense systems, anti-drone technology, elite agents, security dogs, underground shelters, cyber teams, emergency plans. Every layer exists for one reason: failure is not an option. But here's the final twist. The strongest part of White House security may not be the fences or the weapons or the hidden bunkers. It may be the people. Men and women who stand watch in heat, rain, snow, and silence. Experts who prepare for dangers nobody else sees. Officers who run toward trouble while others run away. Because buildings cannot protect themselves, technology cannot replace courage, and history cannot defend its own walls. The White House remains secure not only because of what surrounds it, but because of who stands ready to defend it. So the next time you see that famous white building on television, remember this: you are not looking at just a house. You are looking at one of the most heavily guarded places on Earth, and much of its greatest security is still secret.